Yeah, good day. For Alpha Bank lovers, a new module has been added. As you can see, the Alpha Bank has been out there for a while and it has been so nice and has all the necessary features. So now I just created a new module for the Alpha Bank script. Um, as you can see, there is now an investment inside it. So this is the admin panel. So this is just a module which you just extract in a particular folder inside the script, and automatically the investment will be included automatically. You don't have anything to do with the database or trying to write extraordinary code just to make it work. As long as you have the Alpha Bank script, all you need to do is just I give you the zip file of this investment module and you unzip it on the required directory, and that is it. And once you do that, you have this investment feature part of it. And for the user side, it's just like this. You can see there is also an investment. Now let me show you how this is gonna work. Now in the investment, if you click on overview, that is in the user end. If you click on overview, you can see that there is no investment plan. And if you also click on the history is to see the investment that that particular user is into. But you can see there is no record found. So what's going to happen now is that I'll create an investment. So I'll go to the admin. And create investment. So under the admin, you can see the overview, the investment plan, all plan, alt plan, and the investments. Now this is to view all the all plan is to view all the plan that has been created. The alt plan is to create a new plan, while the investment is to see all the investment that your user has opted up to. That is the investment that your user have applied for. So what I'll do here is now I'll click on add plan, and on that add plan, okay, let me just create some investment. Let me create one. Let me call this let me call it gold investment. You are at the liberty to put any name of your choice, so you mustn't you can create anything you want. You can change the name to whatever you want. Let me say it's a 30 days investment. Let's say the increment per day, let's say 5% daily increment. Minimum amount, I can say 1,000. Maximum amount, let's say 5,000. Now this is the start tool. You can just create investment and choose to enable or disable it. You can just disable it if you don't want to make use of it yet. So I'll enable it and I'll click on submit. Now this one has been created. If I come to the user end, and I click on overview, you can see the gold investment has been created. So let me create additional investment so you understand it better. So I'll click on add plan again. So I'll call this one stock investment. Let's say this for 90 days, which is 3 months. Daily increase, let's say 2% per day. That would be run automatically. Let's say minimum amount is 10,000, while the maximum amount, let's say 50,000. You can use any values of your choice, but the maximum has to be above the minimum, else you might have errors. So I'll submit this also. Okay, now create another one. Let me call it let's say oil. Let's say investment in oil. It's let's say 365. That's a year. Daily percentage, let's say okay, let me say 10% daily increase. Then the minimum amount, let's say I think I've used 5,000. You can use any value, let's say 7,000. Maximum amount, you can say 1 million. Now this has been submitted also. So if I come to the user side and I refresh, you can see the whole investment that was created has been added. Now if you look at it, user has account balance of 150,000. Investment balance is 0. The return on investment, there is nothing here. The profit, there is nothing here. So how this is going to work is, let's say the user wants to invest in this particular one. Let's say the stock investment, and his minimum is 10,000. Can you see the user has 150,000? User wants to invest, let's say 20,000. But before that, let's see this. If user wants to invest 5,000, remember the minimum is 10,000. If user wants to invest 5,000 and click on, you can see the value must be greater or equal to 10,000. You can see, so the user must follow the procedure. So let's say the user is investing 20,000. You can see investment request was successful. Now, if the user click on history, you can see the investment. You can see the status is actually pending. It's actually pending. So you have to click here to run and here to stop it. So what the user will do now is they will click here. Are you sure you want to play this investment? You say okay. Your investment has been continued. So after selecting an investment, you really have to approve of it. Now it's 20,000. Now if you go back to check the balance, you can see 20,000 has been deducted. From the account balance. As you can see, 20,000 has been deducted. Now investment balance, you have 400. 400 is 2%. You can see return of investment is 2%. Now 400 is 2% of this for this day. So each day, as each day passes by, it increases. So the capital, which is 20,000, has been deducted. So one thing about this is the user can also invest in money, and I'll show you when the user wants to end the investment, how the whole money goes back to how it actually functions. So let's say the user also wants to invest in the gold investment. Gold investment minimum is 1,000. Remember, we have here is 30,000. So let's say they investing on the minimum, which is 1,000, and click on select plan. You can see it's successful. You can see it has deducted from 130. It's now 129. So if they come to the history for the second one, they have to play it for it to start running. So when you play it, the investment starts running. You get. So if you come back to the overview, you can see the 1% it has been added. It's no longer 400. 50 has been added, and that 50 is actually 5% of 1,000. 5% of 1,000 has been added. So it cumulates. You see, return on investment is now 7%. It's now 7% because we have 5% here and we have 2% here, making 7%. So you can see the investment profit is already 450. So let's go to the admin. Now this is the admin. If admin come to investments, you can see the investment and who is investing. Now this is the account that is actually investing. You can see the investment that is running. So admin can choose to delete the investment if they want, and the admin can edit the investment if they want, but the investment is already running, so why editing or deleting? So from the user side again, if the user comes to, let's say the user is tired of the investment, he wants to opt out. Now if you come to the history and you want to stop this particular investment, this one of, let's say it's one of 400, you want to stop it. So all you need to do is to click on stop. Are you sure you want to stop investment? This cannot be undone. And if you say yes, which is okay, the investment has been stopped. Now at the end of the investment, you will notice that once you stop an investment, this icon comes. You can see this icon will display. That means because there's some fund already on it. There's some fund already, which is 400. Remember, 20,000 has been taken off already for the capital. So it's no user will want to stop when they've not made back their invested capital. So now this amount 400 is what will be returned to the balance. Now let's click on this. This will move your ROI account back to bank balance. Click OK to proceed. So I'll click on OK. You can see the amount has been. So if I come back, remember we have this 129. You can see 400 has been added to the 129. You can see 400 has been added to 129, and this has reduced also. So once someone starts investment, they won't want to opt out from the investment until they capital. So this is just exactly how this particular platform works. So let me see if there's any other thing we have to show you on this particular platform. It's very simple. So it's like a bank creating a room for investment, so users of the bank can actually invest. So this is exactly how we choose to design this particular one. So coming back to the admin end, you can see how everything is. So that's exactly how this particular work. I hope you love this one. Thank you so much.